the thousands in attendance and millions watching around the world, please welcome your host, the one and only Big Blue Jabroni! Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Big Blue Jabroni. Haven't been able to make a video for a little bit, but here I am for you on Sunday Snap Count Week 3. I'm going to be going through my picks real quick, and I just want to get my 3 picks for my 3-pick contest live on air, so we got no discrepancies out of anyone when I get this chip at the end of the year. Alright, let's just start off with what we care about. Giants versus the 49ers. Giants at home to a decimated 49ers team. Obviously, this team went to the Super Bowl last year. When we were all looking through the schedule in the beginning of the year, it kind of looked like, okay, well, this one's going to be a loss, and we'll move on from there. Now, the Giants down 0-2. Like I said, the 49ers missing nearly damn half their team. This is going to be one of my 3 picks for the week. Giants to win. They need this win. They fight hard for Joe Judge. Dave Gettleman needs this win so we can stop all this tank for Trevor Lawrence nonsense. I think Daniel Jones has a decent game. I think the run game slowly starts to get worked together with this beat-up banged O-line. And I think the Giants get their first win of the season. That's going to be one of my first of my 3 picks. Now we're going to go through the rest of the game. Some of these are going to be the picks, some of them not. But Washington going to Cleveland. I really do like Cleveland here. I don't think Washington just really does have the offense or firepower to hang out with that Cleveland team that really got it going a little bit last Thursday. So they do have a couple days extra to prepare, so they're going to be fresh. I like the Browns here. Next, we got the Bengals going to the Eagles. This is going to be my second pick for my Jabroni Pick'em contest. I just feel like there's no way Carson Wentz can allow for a rookie to show up into his building and win. There's so much pressure on him right now. The general managers they drafted a quarterback in the second round. Even without fans in the building, he's still already getting booed out of Philly. I think he needs to have a big game, and I think the Eagles do respond. That's going to be the second pick. All right, let's keep it going. We got the Raiders going against the Patriots. Until the Patriots slow down or they show me anything, I'm no longer betting against them or around them. Patriots at home, always take that bet. Next, we got the Bears versus the Falcons. We have the 2-0 Bears versus the 0-2 Falcons. The Falcons obviously lose an absolute heartbreaker last week. I think they're going to have to turn this around quick, or Dan Quinn's going to be out of a job. I think he might be gone at the end of the season either way, but I saw the Bears last week, obviously watching the Giants game. They're not world beaters. They're not all that great. I think going on the road after that win, Julio Jones inactive. Okay, going to have to adjust to the fantasy team soon. We'll worry about that later. Well, there we go. Talking about the Falcons, I just got the update. Julio Jones not playing today. But Calvin Ridley's been absolutely on fire. He's been their best wide receiver over the last about year and a half. And I do think the Falcons are going to pull out a win here. I just think the Bears are a little short-handed with Trubisky and not really quite the offensive talent that Atlanta has with a desperate Atlanta team. Next, this is a real good game. We got the LA Rams going to the Bills. I'm going to go with the Bills once again because it's just, if you've heard me say it once, you heard me say me again. West Coast team going East Coast at a 1 o'clock time. I don't ever really like that, so I'm going to go with the Bills, who are rolling right now. I'm probably a little bit more high on the Rams than some people, but not in this pick. I really do like the Bills here, and I think the Bills are going to look pretty good. Next, we got the Texans versus the Steelers. This is going to be my 3rd pick of the Jabroni Pick'em contest. I am taking the Texans. I think it's been a little too easy for the 3-pick contest, and now I want to kind of take some dogs in there and make a little bit of some harder picks. So this week we're taking 2 dogs with the Eagles and the Giants, and my 3rd one's going to be the Texans. I can't see Deshaun Watson dropping to 0-3. Bill O'Brien as a coach and as a general manager absolutely need this win. The only teams the first week they play Kansas City, the defending world champions in Kansas City, and then Sunday the next week they play Lamar Jackson, who looks like the most talented roster and the MVP from last year. So I'm not giving up on the Texans yet. They're going to be the 3rd pick for the Pick'ems. I love Deshaun Watson. I think he has a real big game for you today. All right, now we're Moving closer to the 4 o'clock window, we have the Titans versus the Vikings. The Vikings have been absolutely horrendous. Kirk Cousins somehow got a giant big extension again by the Vikings recently, and it looks like they're going to be stuck with him because nobody's going to want that contract or anything near him. Clearly, they're missing Stephon Diggs more than I thought they were going to. I never thought they were Super Bowl bound or anything like that, but I did like the talent on the roster, but things are not looking good at them at all. Until they turn it around, I would not suggest anyone to pick them. We're going to go with the Titans on the road here. Mike Vrabel runs a real tight ship, and if there's anything that travels, it's a run game and defense, and that's what they got. Next, we got the Panthers versus the Chargers. The Panthers obviously lose their number one player, Christian McCaffrey. He's not going to be out for the whole year like Saquon Barkley for us Giants fans, but he's going to miss a couple weeks, and I can't imagine the Chargers are also having their own problems. Tyrod Taylor has his lung punctured by the team doctor. You don't really hear stories like that pretty often. But I do like the Chargers here with Herbert. I believe he is going to get the nod. I thought he looked pretty solid in his first start. I'm not a big Justin Herbert fan. I don't think he's going to be a world beater or like a franchise changer, but I do like him early on, and I do like the Chargers here. All right. Now the Jets versus the Colts. I don't know if any of you guys are in a suicide league, but basically how a suicide league works, I'll just go really quickly, is you basically pick one team to win each week, one game you're completely confident in, and eventually the strategy is going to just turn into who is playing the Jets. The Jets look like the worst team in football. I'm not really crazy about the Colts and Phillip Rivers in them, but I think at home, Jonathan Taylor is going to have an absolute monster game. I like the Colts here. This could have been one of my picks for the pick'ems, but we already did our 3. Next, the NFC's game of the week, a real good game. I'm sure a lot of NFC East fans are going to be checking out this one, or just NFL fans in general. You got the Cowboys going into Seattle to deal with Russell Wilson and Jamal Adams. The Seahawks have started off their season 2-0. Russell Wilson is a front runner for MVP right now. A lot of eyes on him here. I think we're going to get a closer game than a lot of people do think, because I think a lot of people think the Cowboys aren't real. I think their roster is still fully loaded. I think they do have a lot of talent here. But Seattle at home is just going to be a little too much to overcome. I think we'll get a little bit of some Russ magic at the end, around like maybe the 6-7 minute mark, where he makes just some absurd play, breaks out of a tackle, or makes a throw or something like that, where it kind of just deflates the Cowboys late and then they run away with it late. I think maybe the Cowboys or the Seahawks win by close to double digits or a bigger lead, but the game will be closer than the score indicates. Next, we got the Lions going to the Cardinals. The Lions are a dumpster fire. The second they didn't draft Tua, I knew everyone was doomed from the jump, and I think the Cardinals roll here. I don't think the Cardinals are all that great. I think Kyler Murray's still a little overrated for my taste. I need to see him beat some better teams. I know he beat the Niners in week 1, but I'm still not on the Kyler Murray for MVP bandwagon, but I do like him here. And I think the Lions are going to have to really start soul searching after this loss. Next, we got the Bucs at the Broncos. This is another one I could have picked for the pick'em. I really like this game. I love the Bucs. I hate taking teams going into Denver. That's usually always the rule of thumb, is you don't ever bet against teams going into Mile High. But Jeff Driscoll's starting today for the Broncos. They can barely move the ball when they had Drew Lock out there, so I really don't like the Broncos here today. I think they're going to have a long day with a very experienced Tom Brady and that offense rolling through. All right, now we're going to go to the primetime games. Packers, Saints. The Packers are actually the underdog here. They're a 3-point dog to the Saints. I think it should be a pick 'em personally. I think the Packers have absolutely outplayed the Saints all year. The Saints 1-1. They beat the Buccaneers week 1, but I think that was such an emotional game, and they had so much riding on that, and it meant more for the Saints than it did the Bucs, and they were able to win. And then week 2 on the road, they lost pretty easily to the Las Vegas Raiders, and I think we're going to see some more of the same. Until someone slows down this version of Aaron Rodgers, I'm not going to be picking against them anytime soon. And then the last but not least, Monday Night Football, an absolute gem of a game. Cannot wait. You got the Chiefs going into Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson needs this win more than Patrick Mahomes does. I think you're going to see the absolute best Ravens team we've seen in a while, and I think they win, and I think they kind of have a statement win where it's like, hey guys, we're going to be the new bosses of the AFC. But we could talk more about that tomorrow. Thanks again for checking out the video. I know I got the picks out a little late today, but got a lot of stuff going around in the house. Just pretty busy. So we're going to go over real quickly. We got the Giants, we've got the Eagles, and we've got the Texans. That's the 3 pick'ems. Make sure to send me or let me know what your picks are in the comment section. Jabroni out. Go Giants. Final score 24-13. Giants win handily today. Aren't going to be able to stop the run, and then Nick Mullins isn't going to be able to get anything through the air. Mark it down. Call your bookie. Jabroni out.